quadruple prov, starring me and Jason and Shawn and Jason again. Okay, so here is our first question. Your business venture fails and you owe your creditors $15,000. You can avoid payments by declaring bankruptcy. Do you? I, in the past, have declared bankruptcy. So clearly the answer for me is yes, I would do that. My bankruptcy was due mainly to medical bills, which I think is what keeps bankruptcy in business a lot of times. But
yeah, I personally had the cancer twice thing in Kansas without health insurance. I happily would have declared bankruptcy were it not $2,000 at the time to declare bankruptcy, and therefore the lack of income that I had due to the cancer and it just all kind of went together.
So maybe, John, with your experience, this will maybe help inform my answer. Having declared bankruptcy, would you do it again? Like the process, the kind of...
Oh, it's terrible, and nobody should ever have to go through it. But if I found myself in similar circumstances, like if I was drowning in medical debt, because, during my real life, I am pretty thrifty, so I don't really spend a whole lot. But, even with medical insurance, if you have one thing happen to you, you could be ruined for life, which is one reason we're doing improv online, because I can't afford $17,000 in COVID-related expenses, So, but if I did find myself in a bad place again financially, do it, because that's what it's there for. It's there to make only a couple years financially uncomfortable rather than the whole rest of your existence.
Yeah, rather than the indentured servitude. I really, yeah. I mean, that certainly reinforces my already held belief, which is, the system is so screwed up, and it is not designed for success. For most of us, there's a pocket of folks that it is built around to support their ongoing privilege and profit. And so, absolutely. If I came to a place where I needed to declare bankruptcy and it was made available to me, I absolutely wouldn't hesitate. I would like to avoid circumstances where it's necessary, because I know that it is a hardship and it is certainly not something that people come to. I don't know a lot of folks that use bankruptcy as justification to take big risks.
I've been told that there's a stigma attached to it, but I mean, hell, the president did it like 9 times, right? So, screw it.
Yeah, there is something of a stigma, because people think, oh, look at that person, they don't pay their bills, what a deadbeat. We're living in this environment that doesn't take care of citizens when they need it. So if bankruptcy is one of those ways to help take care of people, then I'm glad it's there.
The idea that there is medical debt in the first place makes me perfectly fine with whatever tools are necessary in order to eradicate that.
Whee!
Okay, now on that fun topic, let's...
I've filed the paperwork. I guess this is official now.
No, do not use that last stamp that we thought represented all of our worldly wealth. We've just got a big order in. I think we're saved.
Really?
Yes.
Oh God, I just used the stamp though. I licked it and everything.
No, we need that stamp. Is there any way you can peel it off? I know that we were convinced it was over, but for whatever reason, somebody found our website and we just got a big old order in. You got to get that stamp back. It's our only chance forward.
Oh God, I mailed it. It's got to still be at the post office, right?
Yes. Okay. We just go down to the post office and we'll ask for it back. We'll explain that there was a mistake. Yeah. They're perfectly reasonable people at the post office.
Are they? Are they really?
Well, as long as you don't catch them right before lunch.
Shawn, let's hear about Ronda Rousey and Tim Gunn. Which one of these two would be the most likely to buy a stranger a beer?
Picture this. A woman, well-built, muscular, could beat the shit out of you by looking at you, wearing 2 large belts, one that says MMA, one that says WWE, and the knowledge in the back of your head that she's the only one who's ever done that, comes walking into the establishment of your choice, probably the Applebee's down the street. We all know what you like. And she asks to buy you a drink, and you're not going to accept that. You're going to tell this world champion woman who can beat your ass with a pogo stick, no, I don't think so. You're going to tell her yes, and you're going to let her put you in a headlock till you go night-night. It's just obvious.
All of those things are true. I would never deny her that. The question is, would she buy it for you in the first place?
She's got the championships. She's got the money. She's got the wits. She likes fun things. She's going to buy it for you, and you're going to like it.
Okay, well, I think if Tim Gunn offered to buy you a beer, it would be a veiled insult. I think that more likely if he did like, yes, can I buy you a beer? You know, I think he would more likely buy you a glass of wine, or just offer you a free glass of wine, because I imagine he's perpetually surrounded by free glasses of wine if he wanted any. Maybe a mint julep. I don't know. Mint julep sounds fun. It's fun to say. It's kind of fashiony, right? Julepy. I don't know.
So you're saying that if Tim Gunn buys you a beer, he's basically slumming it.
He's probably putting you down a little bit.
Oh, well, I don't need that kind of abuse from Tim Gunn, so I have to advance Ronda Rousey.
Yes.
Oh man,
that is not the way I thought that round was going to go, but Tim Gunn just hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry, Tim Gunn's kind of awesome though. I don't think
he's so awesome, and I want him to think I'm awesome too.
You might have to work a little harder, you know.
Oh,
make it work, John. Make it work.
I'm trying so hard.
I know.
Okay.
Next
round. Justin Timberlake and Josephine Baker. Which one of these two would give you life-changing, amazing advice?
It's not going to be Justin Timberlake. He's as shallow as a swimming pool made out of cardboard. Like he is not going to give you what Justin Timberlake is going to be. He's going to be flotsam and jetsam. He just goes along with the waves. If a certain wave happens to be on the backs of black musicians that he then co-opts, like he will ride that wave. His advice, his life-changing advice, will be continue being white and male, and I don't think that's good advice, Justin Timberlake. So you can automatically fail me this round, but I implore you, judges, not to go to Justin Timberlake for advice.
Although the advice of continue being white and male is advice I'm prepared to follow.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Let's hope Josephine Baker has some better life-changing advice for me.
Oh yeah, I think Josephine Baker would crawl out of her grave and slap that little bitch down. Josephine Baker was kind of amazing. She spied for the French resistance in World War II. She's anybody who dances scantily clad in France and becomes a beloved person and advances civil rights for everybody. And I think she's going to give you some good advice. I think the only portion that she probably wouldn't give you great advice on is husbands, other than leave them if they suck, which honestly is good advice. So
that's great advice.
I think you get nothing but good advice from Josephine Baker. I don't see how you could. I think Josephine Baker wins everything, 100% all the time. She's you should look her up, because wow, yeah, Josephine Baker, she's the shit.
So on the one hand, we have Josephine Baker, who has literally done everything and done it well. And on the other hand, we have Justin Timberlake, who is a white male. So historically, Justin Timberlake would win. But that's not the kind of show this is. So Josephine Baker is the winner of that round.
Fucking A.
Next, Ginger Rogers and Serena Williams. Which one of these two would straight up kick your ass?
It's a simple argument, everybody. Ginger Rogers is a partner of Fred Astaire, but not known more than just a partner. Ginger Rogers is good in her own. But when you perform to a song like I'm Putting All My Eggs in One Basket, you are out of fucks to give. You're putting it all on the line. You're putting all of your eggs in one fucking basket. Ginger Rogers did not come to play. She is ready to lay it on the line and get it done.
We all know that Serena Williams is a motherfucking badass bitch. She's won 23 Grand Slams, not just at Denny's, but in tennis. So, girl knows how to eat a breakfast and girl knows how to hit a ball. I imagine that she could use the power of breakfast and ball hitting to beat anyone's ass. I know I personally can't beat anyone up until I have a Grand Slam breakfast from Denny's. So the fact that she's had at least 23 should tell you all you need to know.
That's a tough call. Both of them seem pretty badass.
I kind of feel like the Denny's people got a hold of her.
I do too. As Lauren sold out to Denny's, I can't condone that.
You have to put hashtag ad if it's an ad.
Might be.
I admire Serena Williams a ton. I think I'm going to have to go with Ginger Rogers for this one, because Ginger Rogers did all the ass kicking without the benefit of a Denny's breakfast.
Tough but
Big
fair.
mistake.
But fair.
Okay, last match of the first wave. We're going to hear about Emma Stone and Jessica Biel. Which one of these two would try to convert you to her religion?
Just given what I know about Emma Stone and her penchant for privacy in her own life, I doubt she would ever even tell you her own religious views. Yeah, I don't think she'd even go there, honestly.
It's going to make it hard for your team to win this round.
I know it is. It really is. I guess, Jesus, Emma Stone just is not going to be good at this. Spider-Man!
What about Jessica Biel? Would she try to convert you?
Absolutely. The woman was on a show called Seventh Heaven, which implies that there are 7 different versions of religion she's an expert at. She maintained her last name of Biel because she's a strong woman who has opinions and will tell you what you need to know to join her cult. I mean, her religion.
All right. Well, given that one team basically laid down, I'm going to have to advance Jessica Biel.
Yes!
The Super Secret Sex Show.
It's the Super Secret Sex Show. It's the only place on the entire internet that answers questions and talks about sex. You found it. This writer, their boyfriend wants them to start moaning or saying his name during sex, but her boyfriend has a really goofy name.
She wants the boyfriend to say his own name?
The boyfriend wants her to say his name during sex, but it's a goofy name and it totally kills her mood.
Does it say the name?
No, because
Rufus!
she can't. She
Is it
can't.
Rufus?
Yeah, so that's what's the name? What's the goofiest name that you could moan during sex, I guess?
Oh God, goofiest name. Pubert! Oh, Pubert! You can't say Pubert without sounding like dorky.
Who names their kid Pubert? Is that a name?
It's somehow someone's name. What about what if it was a woman's name and it was like Broomhilda? Oh, Broomhilda! That's just awkward.
Oh, Bessie.
Then it sounds like a cow. It sounds like you're having sex with a cow.
Sounds like you're having sex with your grandmother is what it sounds like.
A grandma cow. Like I picture a cow with like long eyelashes in
Oh
a
my
field,
gosh.
like slowly chewing cud. No offense, Bessie's
Sexy.
out there.
That's sexy. Cud chewing?
That's kink. I don't know. I don't think that's a thing.
Give it to me, Norbert.
Norbert? No, that. Yeah, it doesn't sound sexy, but it's not super awkward, I guess.
Norbert.
If you do any name with that voice, it's gonna sound awkward. It could be the hottest name ever. What is the hottest name? What's the hottest name to scream out?
Dakota.
Dakota? Was that a hot one or not hot one?
I don't think so. I don't think it's hot. We need your suggestions for this one. Write them down in the chat below. Or send us, oh my God, you have to do this. Send us video of you calling out the most unsexy names as if you are in bed with them.
Oh my God, no, mine's for sure Pubert. I turn Minnesotan when I say Pubert. I'm like, oh, Pubert! Oh, for corn's sake!
I've never met a single Pubert in my whole life.
There's gotta be one. I didn't just come up with it off the top of my head.
I think you did. It was right there off the top of your head.
No, someone has somehow been named Pubert in history. What about Einstein?
Do you call out someone's last name?
Oh, yeah, it's Albert. No, kids are named Einstein now after Albert Einstein. There are people. I know a kid named Darwin after Charles Darwin.
Unsexy.
Darwin, yeah, it's not horrible.
Darwin.
Ew, what about Asher? I feel like I just went to a monster truck rally if I'm screaming out Asher.
You know, the more we do this, the more I think, is there any name that really sounds that great when you call it out?
Really though, like if you're doing it, don't yell out a name. Yell out occasional name maybe, but don't yell it out. Yell out other things and then throw a name in there. I think. Erin's Guide to Sex Talk.
Super Secret. And now, Safari So Good. The story of one family's journey on safari in Africa in the early part of the 20th century. More or less. My name is Fiona Bazool. My father dragged me here to this continent so he could go on safari and shoot things.
I'm Gunter. I'm along on the ride for the safari. It's more of a, I hate to be disparaging to myself, but kind of a lackey. Honestly, I'm not having a very good time.
I'm Orson. I'm an inhabitor of this here green wooded area. You may notice I'm a gorilla, and I am always looking for the next big idea.
Miss Bazool, I hate to ask a favor, but I think I've been bitten by a snake.
Oh, Gunter, people have been trying this pickup line on me for years. No, I'm not going to suck out the poison wherever it happens to have been.
Well, if it helps, it is nowhere near one of my lower extremities.
I'm not sucking it out of an upper extremity either, you pervert.
I'm sorry to make you feel so uncomfortable. I don't suppose we could head back to camp and get the snake bite kit. I do have several anti-venoms that I keep around. Was hoping that maybe I could get one of those so I won't die.
I hate to go back now. We just got out here. We haven't even found any wildlife yet.
I mean, we're not that far from the camp. I mean, maybe a few 100 meters, but look, if you're okay on your own, I could go back on mine.
If you leave, who's going to carry my water?
We really should have packed more mules.
Come on, just roll with it, Gunter. A lot of people pay good money for those kinds of sensations.
I suppose fine, I can do it as long as you give me your word that you will carry me back to camp when I pass out.
I am not going to carry you back to camp, Gunter.
You know what? Fine. I guess the last alternative is to cut off my hand.
I would rather do that. Can we just do that? Why didn't you even do that in the first place? Like, that should be your first thing. Like, okay, I got bit by a snake. How can I deal with this situation without inconveniencing Fiona? I know, cut off my hand. That should have been your process of thought.
You're right. I should have thought of that first. I'm sorry. Here, take my machete.
You want me to cut off your hand?
Well, it's going to be really awkward for me to cut off my own hand. Like,
Gunter, you're not being very helpful right now.
Here, Snaky.
you talk.
You talk.
Do all the? Yeah, I guess technically we're part of the same like simian race, kind of. But like, I'm totally more evolved than you. But. I don't mean any offense. Like you're clearly stronger than me.
Let's be real clear on who's tromping through the forest here, needing help. All right, I perhaps am the one that would stand with a higher status right now.
That's a good point. I'm just so surprised. I'm not used to talking animals outside of the movies. I don't.
Well, I'm not used to talking jerks coming into my area.
That's fair. I do apologize. What is there something that I can do to make up my horrible misstep?
I'm sorry. I'm a little worked up. I was looking for a snake because I've got a date tonight and they make a perfect tie. But you were looking for help?
I don't know if you've noticed, but my hand's starting to turn purple and it's getting really like uncomfortable. I was hoping that someone would suck out the poison.
That's terrible.
It is an interesting environment, but I don't want to die here.
Well, just rest assured that if you do, your body will simply be returned to the bounty that is the forest, and good use will come of it.
I'm lost in the jungle. This sucks.
Where are you headed?
I'm headed back to my camp, thank you very much. And no, I'm not telling you where it is.
That's fine. You don't have to. It would make it a little easier for me to look it up here on my GPS.
Look, I didn't come into this jungle to make your life easier, okay? I am basically a princess, okay?
Here in the jungle, we don't really ascribe to that sort of hierarchy ever since we deposed the king of the jungle there.
Oh, you deposed him. Can I tell you a secret, hairy jungle creature?
Oh, I mean, if you're going to sweet talk me like that, sure.
I've been hoping that my father would be deposed because this kind of stress of being basically a princess, it's crushing. Every day there are things that I'm expected to do and I have to do, and I hate it.
Sounds exhausting.
I hate it so much that I left behind all of civilization to come here and tromp through a dark, disease-infested
Whoa.
where there isn't even a Starbucks.
What? No, there's not a Starbucks. We use Caribou coffee around here. They're more into the fair trade.
We're not civilized at all here. Welcome back to Mr. Task. This is episode number 2. If you recall, after our first contest, the Find Something Shiny in Your House contest, Erin F. has jumped out to a lead with 5 points, followed by Tim with 4, Erin B. with 3, Jimmy with 2, and Kalen with 1 point. I'm very excited about today's show. Let's jump right in. Task number 2. You will need either a pen or a marker for this one.
Will I need a thing to write on?
You will need either a pen or a marker.
Okay.
For task number 2, you may choose whichever finger you like, and you will have 60 seconds to make a one-finger self-portrait.
Oh boy, okay.
Portrait of yourself on one of your fingers. Your time starts now. Your 60 seconds begins now. And you have 60 seconds. That starts now. Okay, your time starts now.
Your 60 seconds starts now.
I will choose this finger.
Okay.
All right, here we go. You.
I can't wait to see how this is going to turn out. You seem very focused. 30 seconds left.
Serious work.
Oh my gosh, look at that ceiling.
It's all popcorny and wonderful. Oh no, my pen doesn't work. There we go.
Have you done much finger self-portraiting before?
I have not.
We're choosing the index finger, I see.
Yeah, why not? It's the most active one I have and use. Right.
How much of myself should be in the self-portrait?
Profile. Maybe if I turn fast enough, it'll still be there.
As you are using a Sharpie, when people ask you why you have a tiny self-portrait on your finger, you can tell them about the Mr. Task show.
That's right.
Oh, I'm just gonna keep it the face. I think I've done enough harm to my reputation here.
All right, let's see your finger self-portrait. All right, we have it. Great. All right, tell us, is that the crown? You have the crown on.
That's the crown. Yep.
Tim, the eyes are haunting me.
Are you sure, John?
Let's see what you've done. Oh, you've used almost your entire middle finger.
How's it going?
Done. I think, yes.
I love it.
So, there we are.
On the other hand, this looks a little bit like Finger Jesus.
He will bless all of your sins with these eyes. They will bless you.
They're so dark. Good. Yes, and now you're making the same expression.
So I had to get my defining features, which is my hair, which is really flippy, and giant eyes and giant lips, because that's all anyone notices about my face.
Wait, I gotta...
I love the fact that you have used your entire finger and done your body as well. The face is fairly horrifying.
Just like my face.
For one, I remembered to give myself ears. The goatee is definitely a plus. And I think there's probably bonus points for forgetting to clip my nails recently and give myself hair.
Tim, if your actual eyes looked like those actual eyes, we would not be friends. This is going to be a hard one to judge. I'm going to base my decision mostly on which one actually is kind of close to being a self-portrait. In this case, first place has to go to Jimmy. That actually very much looks like Jimmy. It's got eyebrows, it's got a goatee, it's got ears, the nose is very similar. Look at that. So that's 5 points for Jimmy. I think fifth place today goes to Erin B. Even though it's wearing a crown, the rest of the self-portrait has very few defining characteristics. So we're going to put you on the bottom today. So that's 1 point. The other three, this was very difficult. All three of them were unique in their own way. Second place today is going to go to Erin F. Because even though the face was kind of a disaster, you're the only person that used your entire body and the entire finger. That's got to count for something. Third place has to go to the haunting self-portrait of Tim, which actually did look like him if he were possessed by a demon. And that means fourth place goes to Kalen. I loved it. Perhaps if you had scared me a little bit more like Tim did, you would have been higher in the rankings. Here are the point totals after round 2. I can't wait for round 3. It's coming up soon. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time on Mr. Task.
And the beastly horde approached the castle gates as a...
Dad, I was thinking maybe today could be the day we would build the snowman, because it snowed a lot last night.
Let's look outside and make sure it's safe.
Yet, it's been 6 years since the bears dragged off Mom. I think they've, wandered out of town or something. I don't think they're going to come back.
Alaska is a wild and dangerous place. We can't be too careful. I can't lose you the way I lost her.
Look, there's only 8 potential ways I could die by building a snowman. And a lot of them are fairly unlikely.
Go build your snowman. I am going to sit on the porch here with a shotgun, aimed in your general direction, ready to take out any threat that comes near to you.
All right, well, Dad, that's really nice and protective of you, but I should mention that accidental gun violence is the leading cause of death in Alaska.
It is by far the way that you are most likely to die, by building a snowman. That is reason number 1 how you might die. Bears is number 7.
Yeah, I'm most likely to be taken out either by hypothermia, because it's wind chill of -30 out there, or by you accidentally shooting me because you saw some wildlife walk up to me like a friendly moose or a little husky or something.
There is no such thing as a friendly moose. A moose, if it could, would kill you and everyone you care about, without even thinking twice.
Yeah, that is actually much more likely than bears, because moose kill a lot more people than bears.
It's number 4 on the list!
Easily provoked and very dangerous animals.
Son, I've come to a decision right now that I should have come to 6.5 years ago. We are moving out of this godforsaken, beautiful state.
All right, Dad, but how are we moving out? Are we going to take a plane? Because the size of plane we'd have to take out of this rural village, failure rate's pretty high, good chance of it going down and killing us all. If we're going to take a boat, poof, I don't have to remind you what happened in Titanic. We could take the snow machine, but you know how quick those flip, and, my childhood best friend got killed on one of those things.
We can't walk out of here. We die within an hour.
Well, I know I'm only 8, but you want to start drinking heavily?
Multitude of malice, but the king was...
Barry, it's been a while since we've been out and mauled anybody.
I know, Bearsworth. I just feel kind of bad because as much as I enjoy human flesh, there's so many ways those idiots die out here in Alaska that I feel just bad being one on the list.
I don't feel bad at all. It's who we are. It's what we do. I embrace my bear nature. You might even say, I bear hug it.
All right, Bearsworth, we talked about the bear puns being a little bit overwhelming when both of us already have the word bear in our names. And it's really easy to make bear puns. They're very low effort. They're not particularly original or funny. So I just want to nip this in the bud right now.
I'm offended by what you say, but I'm just barely offended.
Well, I'm very sorry about it. I was just going to point out, we can catch king salmon, and they're a lot tastier than humans.
They are. They taste so much better, but they're so much less satisfying. The humans, they run, they scream, they cry. When you're pulling out their insides, the sounds they make, it just makes me happy on the inside.
It is a really good time killing humans. Oh my God, look, 2 bears. I'm going to go in closer for a photo, guys. Wow, I can't believe I got to see bears on my trip to Alaska.
They're right there.
I mean, he's asking for it. He's like 3 feet away from me right now, right?
You
Does he
wouldn't
think
even
that I
have to
really-
move. Just reach out a paw.
All right. I mean, does he think I don't see him? He's like right there.
We're wild animals. We can't be held responsible.
Oh, nice kill.
Barry, he didn't even scream at all.
It's humans, all right. Do you want some human? Oh my God, Ned got eaten by bears. We should be more careful. I'm gonna go try to recover his things. He has my driver's license.
Really? He's coming.
This one's all you. I'm busy. He's so careful, so quiet. He doesn't see me coming, guys. It's gonna be okay. I'm just gonna get my driver's license so I can get back home.
Oh, that's the best.
Oh man, I was happy about my human, but that was way better. Good kill. Well done.
Yes.
Very good work today.
For the Blue Wizard has warned him.
Do you know that when I was a boy, your grandfather, may he rest in peace, was so scared he wouldn't even let me leave this cabin to go build a snowman?
Is that why you will not let me go build a snowman?
Yes.
I'd like to go build a snowman.
Yeah, I know, and it's good packing snow right now, and there's no logical reason why I should not let you go. But the thing is, it is family tradition that we don't build snowmen because of all the dangerous things that can kill you in Alaska. And I am moderately scared of several of those things.
But Dad, bears went extinct 20 years ago.
I know. There aren't any more bears. The moose all got hunted into extinction as well. Global warming melted all of the... Well, that doesn't make sense. We're going to build snowmen. Never mind that.
Well, there's still snow. There's still weather. It's cold sometimes.
Right. I know building a snowman now is mostly just, gathering enough mud since all the snow is gone. I guess the most dangerous thing is alcoholism, which is what took your grandfather.
Seems like the danger of alcoholism is most acute here inside the cabin.
I'm starting to realize maybe your grandpa bit it so early because he was so afraid to go outside. Maybe if he had gone outside and taken more risks, there would have been, more to experience and less to drink about.
Are you saying that I could go outside and build my snowman now?
All right. I'll let you go outside and build your snowman out of mud. But I'm going to be sitting on the porch with a shotgun aimed right at your head, just in case anything attacks.
Okay. This is the best day of my whole life.
All right. Let's go, son. Enjoy your first day outside.
I can hardly breathe because of fires.
Oh, shit. I think I saw a butterfly. Oh, damn. Son, you okay? Son,
No.
Talk to me. I shouldn't have fired. I got nervous that butterfly was venomous. Son. Oh, no. Boy, Alaska is sure rough. I'm going to go inside and hit the bottle a little more.
There will be danger.
Come on in. Welcome to Fairbanks Brewery.
Oh, thank you. I work for a very popular brewery in Chicago. I won't even name them. I don't want to be a name dropper, but I'm very excited to try your little beers.
Chicago, that's a big city. I heard of that one.
Yes.
They have that sports team, the one.
Yeah, all of the sports teams are in Chicago. All of them,
yeah. You're a big fancy city boy.
Oh, well, I mean, just because the population of my city is literally 15 times the population of your entire state does not mean that we're in some way superior or, that we're more cultured or anything. I'm actually really excited to be in your quaint little village tasting your silly little beers.
You got some fancy clothes there. Look at those dungarees. Those are like corduroy.
Oh,
authentic corduroy dungarees.
Just casual wear. Yeah, honestly, just a few $100. Really, really, everything in my whole ensemble would be less than 1,000 retail. It's I did not want to wear my nice clothes to Alaska.
Yeah, I can see that. That's a really nice jacket you got there. It smells like you got goose in there someplace.
Listen, this has been nice, but I was hoping to try a couple of your beers.
Oh, sure, yeah. Here you go. This will knock you on your ass. This is a room temperature American-style lager. See if your fancy city palate can handle that.
Well, lagers are notoriously difficult to brew, so I like that you challenged my palate away with something that I can detect the delicacies of. So I'm very excited to take a sip of this lager and see, your attempt on the style.
You'll notice that the color is that of someone who has not consumed a whole bunch of water in the day and has then peed into a glass.
Yes, which is exactly on style for the American lager. So very good. Oh, yes. Low carbonation. Interesting. More of a cask conditioning type of experience, I see. I'm just going to give it a swirl. A sniff. Oh, there's a remarkably pungent odor.
One of the defining characteristics is the pungent bouquet.
Oh, what a funk this has. Most excellent. Well. It tastes like piss.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to mention that we use a unique human filtering system where we ingest the ingredients and then you drink my pee.
And there will be Crossbows.
Finally, college! Leaving home behind, coming down to the lower 48, gonna drink beer until I can't see, and I'm gonna get a degree in archaeology.
Heck yeah, man. They said we'd never make it out of Fairbanks, and look at us now. Bro, before we go, one thing I gotta tell you. I can't be your roommate, man.
No, I've been thinking about it too. We cannot just hang out together like we were back home. We're far away from home. We gotta broaden our horizons.
Broaden our horizons, spread our wings and fly, as they say. Also just got my acceptance letter. Turns out I actually did not get accepted. I was rejected. So also I can't be your roommate because I can't actually enroll in college. But I'm still going with you.
I don't understand. You're smarter than I am.
Yeah, man. They made me take one of those standardized tests. I have never learned any math or science or reading. Man, I can skin a bear, but that wasn't anywhere on the ACT.
Skinning a bear is a practical skill that you have to stay alive.
That's what I thought, man. That test barely reflected all the things I do well.
Well, that's culturally insensitive. They're catering to some sort of ivory tower elites.
It's all right, man. I got a backup plan. I got accepted into a community college for a 2-year associate's degree in animal husbandry.
Well, that sounds great. Well, I'll just come do that with you.
Are you sure? You got into 4-year school. You got into MU. That stands for something.
I was hoping to find out what it stood for in the first couple weeks. But archaeology isn't that important. I mean, it's not going anywhere. I can always come back to it.
Well, yeah, but what if somebody else finds all the good dinosaur bones before you?
All of the talented archaeologists already found all the good stuff. Frankly, I was hoping to be the first one to find dinosaur bones on another planet.
Oh, did the dinosaurs live on other planets?
There's only one way to find out, by getting a bachelor's degree in archaeology at MU.
Only 4 of you enrolled in this highly controversial new class within the archaeology department at MU. But I'm glad that you're interested in learning. archaeology in space.
This is going to be so exciting. I'm going to be Indiana Jones and Han Solo all at once. Double Harrison Ford!
Imagine that being the same person. That's wild. Now, I'm going to be honest. I didn't get funding for this class in a traditional sense. Also, I'm no longer employed as a tenured member of the faculty as of last Thursday. However, this janitorial closet is not going to be used till 3 p.m. You four were interested in this, so we're going to have class.
Sir, I was wondering if I want to also get my law degree, I could be triple Harrison Ford as well. Professor, I found it. I found a bone.
Can I see that for a second?
Yeah.
It is a bone. So good job there. It's an antler, specifically. A portion of an antler, not a whole antler.
Oh, yeah.
Probably from a moose.
Oh. No, I found that in my bedroom closet.
Did a moose die in your bedroom closet?
Now I'm wondering if a moose died in my bedroom closet.
Did you find any other moose bones in your closet?
No, but once I just found that bone, I stopped looking for bones because I went in there for a cardigan and I found a bone and I thought, wow, there's a bone in here. As an archaeology student, I like bones. I'm going to take this to my professor. So I left the house and I didn't even grab a cardigan and now I'm cold.
Well, yeah, it's about 40 degrees in here. You should have a cardigan for sure.
But now I'm wondering if there is a dead moose in my closet along with my cardigan.
And I'm wondering, how big is your closet? There could be a whole unsearched area containing remainder of a dead moose.
Well, I have a spare second bedroom that I call my closet.
Oh.
I get a lot of clothes from estate sales really cheap, and I hate to give them away, so I just keep them all in this second spare bedroom.
All right, so it's possible a moose got in there, couldn't find its way out because of all the clothes, and then died. And you've recovered what happened to be a piece of his antler that broke off when he collapsed of exhaustion.
It's pretty gruesome to think about. I hate to think that there's a moose carcass in my closet stinking up all my cardigans.
And I hate to think about what else might be in there. You see, moose are pack animals. You're not just going to have one dead moose in there. You're going to have a whole pack of dead moose, most likely.
The next day, Professor, I found 2 more bones.
This is from a bear. And this looks like a human femur. What is going on in your closet?
I investigated farther into the second bedroom, and it turns out that it's not a bedroom after all. It's Alaska.
You were using Alaska as a spare bedroom for your cardigans.
Yeah.
Well, that explains all of these. I mean, Alaska's basically an animal and human graveyard. Everything kills you in Alaska.
I also, while I was in there, I found this beer that I thought you might enjoy.